All right, here we go. The watch this video for Monday, October 29th. Fairly ugly SPY. Let's pan out a little bit here. So it's got great support when you scroll to the left on the chart and look. Certainly between 255 and 260, this area, really big bounce here and again here. I don't know if it's going to get there soon, if it's going to get there, if it won't get there in the next 2 years. We don't know. It might get there tomorrow. But this is certainly an area where I would look and expect many stocks to bounce if the SPY gets there. But again, being a day trader, I'll bring this up. I made this chart on Friday. This is the SPY on top, daily chart, and this is the per trade chart from January 1st, 2018 until Friday, which each greened out is a new high for the year. You can see I'm closed out Friday this week, sitting at highs for the year in my account. I've had some hiccups along the way, but this chart here, our chart comparison, basically summarizes why I'm a day trader. The market has been getting slammed over the past 3 weeks, right? And I've just been in a slow, steady grind higher. So just try to log in each day with a list, a watch list, like this video you're going to see here in a little bit, looking for stocks that I could make some money in tomorrow, and I'm in cash every night. And to me, I sleep much better that way, and certainly outperforming the market. I believe the SPY is right on the year right now. So anyway, so what are we watching for Monday? CREG. I've got a few of the recent Chinese runners on watch. You know, I like if you watch my videos at all, you know I like the low float, low price stocks, small caps, if you will. That's where I make my living from, for the most part. I also trade Tesla, so I don't only trade the small caps, but I certainly like the percentage moves we can get in them. So anyway, CREG had a really nice pop, especially relative to the SPY on Friday, and closed pretty strong. So the Chinese ones might be coming back. We're going to watch that one. GLBS, I've got a couple shippers on watch. GLBS and DCIX, the baby shippers, if you will, are holding up pretty well in an ugly tape for the market. So let's see, right? Seed, had this on watch on Friday. I never did take a trade in it. It's just such a thin trader. I really didn't expect to trade it, and I didn't get what I felt was a clean enough setup with enough liquidity. But it is another big green day, topping out kind of right at the hole number 8. So the hole number 8 could become an inflection point setup tomorrow on an intraday basis. We'll have to see. It had a recent spike over 9 on much bigger volume, so certainly worth watching. But it's also worth noting that it's been green for 3 days in a row, so it's kind of due for consolidation or a pullback or something. But I am going to have it on a chart. YECO is another Chinese stock that was a recent ripper, pulled back to the 20-day, and then a really strong day on Friday, albeit closing well off of its highs. Certainly one to watch. I mean, look, if I hover over this, oh wait, I don't have, hang on one second. There, I wanted to put that cursor window over here back up. If I hover over this, you can see it had a low of 410 and a high of 920. That's an incredible intraday move. And that's, again, another example of why I like the small caps. Certainly deserves to be on watch tomorrow. NDRA. I think there was a couple calls in the chat room on this one. I mentioned it a couple times through 440 before it got there. I said it's in a kind of a narrow range. And then we got into the lunchtime period where everyone's sleeping, and then it ends up breaking kind of right after lunch. I did not take a trade in this one on Friday, but it had a really nice move from 440 all the way up, closing at its highs. And you do have a high from the other day, actually about a week ago, of 562. To me, it's extended because you had such a big range for this stock. If you look back at all the candles, that's a big day following another green day. So for me, it's due for a pullback, but you never know. We might get a low-risk intraday setup, so we're going to watch it. PTI, nice bounce on Friday, and I'm going to watch that for a continuation of Friday's bounce on Monday. RGSE, I actually like this chart a lot. You had this spike back here that hit 57.5 cents. We'll round that up. Let's say it hit 58 cents and then went back down, kind of round-tripped. Nice volume 4 sessions ago where it hit 41 cents, kind of going sideways and then starting to push back up again. I really love this over like, let's see, Friday's high over 41 cents, say. You kind of breaking out of this little 4 or 5 day flag, and it's got some room to run. I like the volume that started all this. So, and if you look on an intraday basis, had big volume pouring in at the very end of the day on Friday. So believe it or not, as weird as it looks, this is one of my favorite charts going into Monday. LUV goes back on bounce watches. Southwest Airlines just getting decimated. I think the other airlines are holding up a little better, but this had nice support back here at 50. And a lot of times when something falls really far to take out chart support, you get a nice snapback, and you are getting some buying. You see these tails down here, you are getting some buying, maybe back up to 50 tomorrow, who knows, or anytime this week. I definitely want to watch it. And then lastly, I've got TTNP on watch, which had a really big move from like 20 cents to over 60, so basically like a triple in a week, and now a couple days lower on declining volume. That one goes on bounce watch for Monday. We'll add some gappers to this list as well in the pre-market on Monday, so there's going to be plenty to watch, and I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday, and we'll see everybody on Monday.